G'day and welcome to the 39th episode of the Destiny Down Under podcast. This week we're joined by none other than SPARTANSonny. We talk about all the current Destiny news, the challenges that'll face us if we choose to stream on PC, and a whole lot more. I mean, we get a bit loose at the end, as per usual. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, cheers, enjoy. G'day and welcome to this week's mildly late episode of the Destiny Down Under podcast. I'm, as always, joined by Mylan Games.
Hello.
Hi. And Real-Time Sloth.
How you going?
And this week, incredibly special guest whose camera isn't working due to technical difficulties. We blame Skype. Fuck you, Microsoft. SPARTANSonny, how are you?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm good.
What time is it for you, Sonny?
It is 10:14 at night.
That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be worse. That's kind of not that bad. But, you know, it's beer o'clock somewhere. I'm having a beer, so whatever. Anyway, how has everyone's week been? Matt, what have you been up to this week?
Really busy at the moment. A combination of PhD stuff being moved about 2 years ahead. I had that wonderful bombshell dropped on me in a supervision meeting. Positive side is I'm probably 2 years ahead of my PhD now. The second thing is really busy with the video comic book. We are in the final preparations for the video comic book on the channel. Sneak peek, plan to be released 1st of September. All the artwork is almost done. I have confirmed the voice actor for Anon.
Oh, really? Are we allowed to know?
Not yet.
Not yet. Can we get him on as a guest, like before it comes out? Is it a thing? I've just totally put you on the spot. Sorry.
No, we probably could. No, we definitely could. We could get him on before the release of the video comic books for sure.
He's already on the podcast. It's me.
It's 100% not Sloth. I can confirm it's not Sloth. And the last thing I've been up to is, look, I've added some extra streams to the channel, which has been Paragon. I've been super enjoying that game, so it's the morning stream for the US. I've been able to hang out with a lot more people that just can't make my normal stream time, so that's been cool too. That's it, man. It's been busy. I can't believe it's already like Sunday again.
And you had your housewarming.
Oh yeah, I
had a big piss.
I had a housewarming yesterday too.
8 kilos of pork, wasn't it?
Danny is so good. We had 8 kilos of pulled pork. And we got like 100 bread rolls, 8 kilos of pulled pork, and cold slaw, like just kilos of cold slaw, and basically
cold slaw, hey?
Cold slaw. And yeah, everyone just chowed down on that. We had everyone invited around, and she also made macarons, which are the best goddamn macarons ever.
Yeah, I can kill a macaron or two, man. I can punish a macaron.
She made 100 macarons, dude. It's insane.
How many got left? None.
Good.
That's what I like to hear. Macaron massacres. Let's go. Sloth, what have you been up to? What have you been up to?
This week's been a bit funny, TBH. I have been trying to stream and all that sort of thing, and start off with the giveaway for the September giveaway for D2 and crossing 1,500 followers on Twitter. Correction, on Twitch. So which has been good.
That jumped heaps, right?
Yes.
Wasn't like last week you were like 900 or something?
2 weeks ago it was 1,000, wasn't it?
2 weeks ago, sorry, last week it was 1,000, now it's 1,500.
Fuck! Jesus Christ. Have you just tapped into some kind of Asian submarket?
What? So what's the secret, Sloth? What happened?
I can tell you right now, it's the new Twitch app. The Twitch app has been really gracious. So when you because of the way that the new Twitch works, you must sign into an account, verify your email before you can use Twitch. So everyone who signs up, it shows you a list of recommended streamers for the things that you've answered whilst setting up the app, and apparently I've been one of them. So people have just been like, follow. I'm being like, yeah, thanks, welcome to Pelosi Squad. Cool.
Can you please send me that data so I can copy it?
And what have you been streaming, Sloth? The bit of everything.
So last week I was streaming Doom. It took me 13 and a half hours to knock over Ultraviolence, which was ridiculous in every way, shape and form. But the game is a lot of fun.
How many pairs of undies did you go through?
None, actually. It wasn't overly scary. It was just like the old good Doom where it was just guns, no reloading, no bollocks. Like he was just like, I'm not taking any shit. I'm going to punch everyone in the face. You know, give me your eyes, all that sort of thing. So it was good. I did almost blow my lot a little bit when I first got the BFG, but you know, that's just the way it is. And I tried streaming Mass Effect Andromeda, but my computer's too potato and I've had internet issues for the latter half of the week. So I've just been sort of chilling, watching streams and hanging out and doing the things.
Very nice. Right, Sonny, if you'd like to tell everyone who you are and what you do and what you've been up to in recent memory.
Well, recently, my name's SpartanSonny. That's always been the name. For 8 years on Xbox Live. Recently, I've been doing a lot of Borderlands 2, grinding and helping, and still doing the Destiny raids when I can. Trying to take care of family. I got a little sister who is a pain in my ass. So, try to take care of her, and still trying to keep up with the stream thing. And also, trying to find work. Tree work is what I specialize in, so I'm always constantly trying to find trees to climb and cut down.
That's
is
that dangerous,
awesome.
Dude? Like, how dangerous is that?
Very. Imagine hanging from a rope in a chintzy little harness and having a chainsaw tied to your back.
Oh my god.
I reckon we could make a video game from that.
Probably. Probably.
It'd be like Dark Souls.
SpartanSonny, tree feller.
True. What is it? What's a proper name? There's a name for
Arborist.
An arborist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arborist 2017 simulator.
Arborist simulator.
Every other simulator works and sells. Why not?
Let's go. Let's do
So,
it. I've got the idea.
Have you had any near misses where you're like, oh my god, I almost died?
I had a 40-foot totem several years ago, hit the ground and fall back and smash my ankles and take out my kneecap.
Wait. So when you say totem, you mean you've chopped off all the branches, so it's just like
So it's just a log standing up.
an upright log.
Wow.
Yeah, the pine tree.
Holy.
The yard was angled, and the way it hit in the dirt, and built up a bunch of energy, and you can see it kind of wave as it said, "Hey, I'm gonna eat your ankle," and then it proceeded to eat my ankle and send me to the hospital.
Ouch. So you break anything?
I broke my ankle, shattered the little cap on the outside of my left ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Shattered
I'm still
that.
trying to understand. So did it fall away from me or
And then
towards
bounce
you?
back down.
It fell away and then bounced towards me.
Oh, and then bounced? Holy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Jesus.
Gotta watch out for those logs, man. They're motherfuckers.
The rebound.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Especially this one.
And was And how long have you been streaming for?
I've been streaming for about 1.5 years now.
And
Stuff.
and was there seemed to be a common thread with a previous guest that it's usually like a serious injury. Like we had Svoli on. It's like, I broke my legs and then I became a streamer. Is this the origin story? Did you start streaming when you broke your leg?
No.
Okay.
I started streaming just because I used to go hang out with a lot of other streamers who back then weren't so big. But now they're like huge community leaders. And after a while, whenever I would run raids with them and they'd see me running offline raids with a bunch of people, they said, give it a try from console, see where you go, see what happens. You might have fun with it. You might hate it, you might love it. And I started streaming and fell in love with it. And now I have the whole cahoots.
How quickly did you like to waste money on streaming?
Immediately.
Oh god.
Because this is like an ongoing war that I have in my household from day to day. It's like I needed this, I needed that, and then it's like, but next week there's going to be something else that you need as well, and it's all hundreds of dollars.
The cost for streaming is ridiculous.
It is.
It's an ongoing thing. And it's something like it's not a Like, you don't have to buy something new every week, but a lot of streamers, this guy, that guy, or that guy, and probably Sonny as well, all buy something pretty often to sort of go towards streaming. So, is what it is.
With the music stuff as well, man, because I decided, I'm going to play guitar on the streams. That's another layer of just bullshit expense in itself. Like, I'm using gear that's 15 years old, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure sometimes the smoke comes out of it. Like, I really need to upgrade this shit before I burn the house down. But at the same time, it's expensive. Dude,
you've got insurance, don't you, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just bring on the smoke.
Yeah, just bring
on the smoke.
Bring it on.
It's not like he's got 2 young children in the house and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, well,
I don't think insurance covers children, Matthew. You'll find that out, trust me.
It does.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our guest, Spartan So, why don't we get into some Destiny 2 news? So, the PC beta was announced this week.
Oh, yeah.
And Activision has said that pre-orders are pretty strong, especially for the season pass, which is always going to happen because you get hardcore players like the 4 of us who have been playing since day dot, even before day dot Destiny and all that sort of thing. So, I mean, that was always going to happen. Hopefully a lot of those are new pre-orders though. So a lot of people have gone, oh, that game could be fun. I knew the first one wasn't so good at release. So hopefully that it brings in a group of people who are new to the player base. Like the old one's good, but like new's always good too. Just so people
that's definitely happening because there's been more individual players play both of the betas this time around than played for Destiny 1. So that argument is there. Maybe it's just people sort of pessimistically coming back going, well, I'll try the beta before I have to pay for it and see if I like it. But at the same time, there's more people trying it or at least trying it on. Maybe it's a publicity thing. Maybe Destiny's, it's a big game relatively big game anyways on Twitch and things like that. So there's people have probably been exposed to it through the course of its life and not seen it as something they want to jump on until there's a new franchise release. But I mean, numbers are numbers, man. And if that's the case, then I mean, I don't know. I don't know where you come in as a blank slate Destiny player into that beta and go and get a sense of anything. Like for us, it's easy to say, Control will be cool because it'll be like this because you've got the bigger picture of the context of what's really going on, or the stories, or the strikes, or anything like that. Coming in fresh and only having those activities to go off. I don't know whether you come out of it positive or negative.
I think most of their conversion of new players will be after release. To be honest. I sort of agree.
I agree with that.
What do you think?
I don't think the beta had enough. Like the strike mission, the campaign was very solid, but the strike mission and Crucible. I mean, I don't think they're enough on their own to convince maybe a disheartened player from 3 years ago yet. I think there might be a lot of wait and sees.
I think it'll hinge on reviews as much as reviews aren't what they used to be.
Yeah.
But if it comes out and people are saying a lot of favourable things about, especially the story, then it'll, that's not something that I'd play Destiny if it had no story.
You did.
I was just you pinched my joke anyway. Motherfucker. I was gonna say I did it for 3 years successfully, but anyway.
Well, I mean, like Sonny, we've been asking everyone who's been coming on the cast, and even we've talked about this at length as well. I mean, what were your thoughts on the on the beta, man? Like, did you find something that you didn't like? Did you really enjoy it? What were your thoughts, man?
It's only a beta, so at that point I went stepping into the beta as it was a test. It was a test to see how everything worked. They showed us a little bit of what they wanted us to see, and they're holding the good stuff for later. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, it was an old build. Like, we know this now. It was an old build.
They already had patches ready for PvE and PvP.
Yeah. Yep.
And honestly, with Crucible and D2, that beta, I thought it was amazing compared to Crucible and D1.
I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I can honestly say without putting like tongue in cheek or anything like that, Log, Mylan, and I, we're all pretty average PvPers.
Yeah.
Comparatively to some of the people that we know, i.e. Sassy,
exactly.
Zach, Aura, like all those guys.
Yeah.
And we went into Countdown, Log, Mylan, Man-at-Arms, and myself, and we smacked it. Like,
we had a
smacked
ton
it.
of fun, dude. That was so much
and
fun.
it was a lot of fun, but we smacked it. So I like it. It's sort of, it's not ability based, it's more gun based, which is good, which is really good. I just want them to fix, if they can, the tick rate, because there was always that little bit of lag that if you were like on the verge of being shot up and you've just disappeared around the corner, you can still die around the corner. So if that can be fixed, that would be ideal.
Do you know what though? Yeah. Like I went back to D1 Crucible for some trials last weekend or this weekend, and I still felt like that was so much worse though, comparison to the beta. That being said, I was with Zach in the UK, and then I was with his mate in the US. So we did have the United Nations network going, but
how'd that pan out?
it could have had something to do with dying behind walls.
I mean, like peer-to-peer lag is always going to be, always going to be an issue. But when you're playing with UK, America, and Australia, going around the world, that sort of thing. It's just gonna shut your mouth. We'll get to you in a second. But yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, and so the pre-order's been pretty strong. Like I've pre-ordered 2 PlayStations, one for the giveaway and one for myself. Log and Mylan, you've pre-ordered. Sonny, I'm guessing you've pre-ordered too.
2 consoles. I don't think I'll be playing on PC though, because I don't think I can honestly do that triple grind.
Yeah,
that's what's scaring me, man.
Dude,
like I'm gonna buy it on
hard.
everything just so I can play with it. Like
it's hard.
If there's one night when someone's playing on PC and I just want to jump in, whatever. I don't think I'm going to stream on PC, given that I'd really need to build a second PC to do so. But I'm scared of the triple grind. I'm scared of the double grind, to be honest.
I'm scared of the double grind too, because I can't always get people to get going on both consoles. But I'm hoping when D2 comes out,
it's all right. We'll be together.
That'll change.
Because you're a single console streamer. You're on Xbox, correct, or is it PlayStation?
I'm on Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay, so I mean, your community, like you can play with both. Matt can play with both. Log and I, we've between both our communities and the DDU and the TA and all that, the clan and all that sort of thing, we have issue with playing with both sides because we're both Xbox streamers. Or we're both Xbox players, rather, not streamers, but we're both Xbox players, so we don't have that option. So it'll be really fun. I hope that I hope that I enjoy it on PlayStation as much as I do on Xbox.
I'm sure.
To be honest, like unless you're full-time streaming, I think that grind is gonna be like I don't know how I'm gonna do 3 accounts because I actually want to do all of. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to
one character per console, man.
That's true. That is true. Honestly, actually, I'm gonna have to do that.
I know it's going to be a little bit shit for the grind, like to get the gear and all that sort of thing, because people are like, I'm going to do 3 hunters and just fucking get all of the gear ever in like 3 days straight. But so you don't.
But that's
get
the other thing, though. I mean, that's more efficient to even do 3 hunters rather than Hunter, Titan, Warlock per console / PC.
Yeah, you would be better off rolling 3 of each character on every different console.
Yeah.
But I've got a problem with that because I don't ever want to have to not play as a Titan.
Same
so I'm gonna roll 9 Titans.
Oh my god.
We'll wait and see.
So,
I bet we don't.
So moving on. So we're all going to be playing on both consoles, maybe PC as well. So Log and I are in the same boat. I'm not. Log, Matt, and I are on the same boat. I think. I don't think I'll be streaming on PC.
I'll be streaming on PC. I'm going to try.
Marlon's going to try on PC, but Titans are arseholes. We'll get to that. So the expansion content. So the first 2 expansions are, from what we can tell, Osiris and Rasputin.
Yes.
That's going to be. So we can. A lot of people are talking about the Osiris DLC. Matt, being the lawman that you are, Tell us a little bit about Osiris for the people who don't actually know, outside of just being the head of the trials.
I think just quickly before we get into what it's about, probably the most important thing I picked up through the week in terms of news was that when they came out and said that the expansions will be as pivotal and important as the game itself. So it's no longer this like, here's the main title, here's supplementary little bits. I hope that, and it sort of seems that it's just an evolution every time, which is going to be great. So, sorry, Matt, I didn't mean to jump in there.
Yeah, it's a good point, because if you compare D1 to D2, right, the story wasn't there in D1, and though that it's extremely disappointing, it left it very open-ended for expansions. They could just talk whatever, do anything they wanted, really, because the D1 campaign did nothing. So it's interesting now when you look at the DLCs that this is continuing to a main game campaign and story. So it's not just that these DLCs are going to look like they're added on, but we should get additional information added to the campaign and the story of this Guardian, or you going through this. So to be honest, that's going to be really tricky, I think, because how do you have a campaign with a solid conclusion and then keep adding to it? I think that was also D1's problem as well.
I think we're going to see Destiny 2, its main story, will be fighting back with Gore. Like, Gore it will be that. And I dare say that probably not the raid, because they won't make the raid fighting Gore. The raid will be something else, because they'll want everyone who, not everyone has access to playing the raid, so they'll want everyone to be able to wrap up the story arc at the end of Destiny 2 by fighting Gore at the end of Destiny 2's main story. From there, I think there will be you look at Osiris, we're probably talking more Vexy stuff with him, like the Vex will come back and be the focal enemy, and then Rasputin will be, Fallen Hive, I suppose. Fallen have that ability of sort of the splicing things, we saw it with Siva, maybe Siva comes back in a way, something like that. I think we're going to see, it's going to be compartmentalised by sort of who's who are we fighting against, more or less?
Yeah, I think that's sort of the answer to the question is you have D2 sort of campaign and raid wrap up with, goal, and then to answer the lore question on Osiris, the last he was seen was heading to Mercury, the Chloris Basin, and Saint 14 was heading his way essentially, and we've already seen maps on Mercury with the Chloris Basin as well. So I think when Osiris comes back, the Vex will come back. So I think that will be a more prominent Vex DLC, and from all intensive purposes, my sort of prediction on Osiris coming back into it is he has understood some sort of time travel from his time in the Vex. So.
Do you think he's going to come back with his buffhead mate Saint 14? Just I envision a slapstick duo.
I think
slapstick duo, and then
Saint 14 in.
Slapstick duo, then Saint 14 grabs the nearest Kell and just goes whack. Headbutts him.
They're both great characters, and I think Osiris is our lead into the Vex, and I think in the future we'll get Toland doing the same thing for the Hive. Toland's going to come back, just like Osiris has spent too much time with the Vex. Toland's going to bring the Hive back after probably Ras. I don't know what's going to be in that Warmind DLC Rasputin one. Rasputin's a very not neutral party, but he's not typically associated with any sort of enemies, his own sort of entity. I know the Fallen have been doing sly stuff, but I would be surprised if the Fallen came back before the Hive or other enemies.
Fair enough. I totally agree. I think it's interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how fleshed out the characters are in the D2 campaign, because it'll give us a good insight as to what these characters in expansions are probably going to be like. I'm not speaking to Rasputin particularly. I think he'll always be that sort of aloof, like we're never going to be like, here's Rasputin just having a chat with us. It'll always be that kind of cryptic clue where he's sort of pushing you around through a mission that you don't really understand the context of, which will probably be a good and interesting thing when, that wasn't the whole fucking game, like what Destiny 1 was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rasputin is probably the most significant lore character that is not spoken about, or referenced very heavily in the game. He is
slowly. That's it.
You're right. He's slowly crept up. He's crept up as being like with the exception of the Traveler, he's like one of the most pivotal characters to this story. He knows everything, the collapse, what happened, I don't know if that was always intended, but right now, like, Rasputin is a very, very pivotal character to the future of the Destiny franchise.
Are you how much of the lore, like, sorry that we've just sort of been speaking between the three of us, Sonny. How much are you right into your lore things, man, or are you just you here for like log and eye for the shooty bang bangs, or
mostly the shooty bang bangs.
Yeah.
Usually it's me getting in there, grabbing the gun, getting a group through a raid, then a raid or 10, however many we do.
Confirm, ladies. Sorry to talk over the top of you there, Sonny, but can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, just to blow smoke up his ass a bit, SpartanSonny is a raid Sherpa, and a very, very good one at that, so make sure you go and follow his channel, please. If you would like to watch more Destiny content and all that sort of thing, please make sure you do it. Good bloke,
right now,
can confirm.
It's a bit of variety in there.
You know what? A lot of people, the people who are sticking with Destiny, and I think we all know who I'm talking about. They have been guests on the podcast before. If you're not sure who we're talking about, but those people that play Destiny still day in day out, more power to you. More power to you.
It's very slow at the moment. I mean, I don't know what Twitch is like, but YouTube, man, I'm racking my brains. It is super slow. Even though I think there's some good content, YouTube's been really slow with Destiny content.
It's been the same on Twitch with Destiny, especially raids. A lot of people are doing like Perma-Destiny runs. A lot of my friends, a lot of streamer friends are helping others with Perma-Destiny.
Did you ever have a go at that, Sonny? Did you ever? Because I remember we had Sin on after he just got to 400, like did the full tilt bloody run. I've not even been going to try it. Like, what was your experience like with doing that? Is it just stressful or what?
It's one of the most stressful things I've ever done in Destiny, and when you get to a point where you get so attached to that one tune, and they die, you just put your controller down so you don't break it, and you just walk away.
Thank you for watching the stream. I'm gonna go.
That's how it's been, and I had a character that I got up pretty high in line. I want to say 380s, and it was a Titan. And I had a character that died at low light. No, I didn't.
Oh, well, we're gonna call him Greg.
Thank goodness. Greg sounds good.
Rip Greg.
Rip Greg.
Greg sounds good. Rip Greg.
But there's been I've seen a lot of people do that Perma-Destiny thing, and like they've been following the rules that I don't know who came up with them. I know Jay had a massive part of it. Sin had a massive part of it. I think Gothalion had a massive part of it as well.
Originally, it was Gothalion's rules, and then there was a couple things changed up, and Sin and Jay had actually messaged Goth and received a message back saying, "Yeah, man, that sounds good." Because stuff like raids.
Yeah.
How do you do?
See,
that?
I didn't fully understand it, but I was watching. I've been watching Xbox Girl, Fuzzy, Sin do all of his things and all that sort of thing, and just like they do all of the raids, all of the strikes. They get like if you, it's pretty much a stacked raid team. And I've seen how much it affects someone once the character like kicks a bucket. And I couldn't do that. I would be sitting here shaking the controller, just going, move forward a little bit. Hey.
I got to help Mr. Universe this past weekend on PlayStation with his Titan.
Yeah.
And it was a VOG, and he had messaged me and said, "Hey, I want an OP team. I would like you to be there." And I was like, dude, that is a lot to ask from me, because if you die, I'm going to feel like a complete dick. If you die.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, we'll be fine. That's why I'm asking you for a VOG." And I was like, "Hey, if you want me to, man, I'm more than happy to help."
Oh, God.
Woke up on a Saturday, and he completed his book on his perma character. He completed his raid page.
Wow.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations, Mr. Universe, and congratulations, Sonny, for helping him out and getting him there, man.
Wait, so you did a Volta Glass flawless?
Yep.
Flawless Raider, first time with a character that hadn't died
Well,
yet.
it wasn't flawless Raider necessarily. Whenever
It was
something would
flawless for him.
happen,
Yeah.
whenever something would happen, he would bail out so he didn't have a death go on the counter.
Oh, okay. But
He
why
would
would
bail
you
out and beat him
do?
back in orbit.
You wouldn't get the right gear from Volta Glass.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, right gear?
I think he did it for completion's
no.
sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so much for gear, but for completions, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was more or less, he had all the gear he wants, and he tweeted a picture out where he was wearing one piece of gear from each raid.
Good on him.
Good on him. I'm just sitting here going like,
It was
I
looking
have.
quite ugly.
That's a
So,
level of
how many
game I
times
don't
did you
have.
think about like shoulder charging him off the edge or something?
Oh,
None, because I still wanted to keep a friend.
You're a dickbag,
So,
Matthew.
yeah, but see, I think that's a thing. Like that's me, coming on this show, an Australian show. I think that is an Australian thing that it would have been carry your friend right to the summit of the mountain and then knock
Push
him
him
off.
I mean, he was, especially at Oracle's and at Templar.
He would have been
That was the hard
shitting
part
himself. Oh
for the
my
whole raid.
god. I can't imagine
When we
stress
got
like
to
that.
8th, and we did challenge also
Oh,
throughout the whole raid. So when we got to
Wow.
Atheon, we
Oh.
did Atheon challenge mode with it. And we were like, you know what? We're going to one-phase this guy right away. And
yeah.
that way we don't have to deal with Oracles twice.
Oh, I guess
And,
it's in that sense, doing it that way is it just less can go wrong if you do it that way. Like you got to get it
Yeah.
right, yeah, sure, but less can go wrong. There's less runs. Yeah, I can see the merit in that. That's a staggering story. Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Universe. That's unreal.
Yeah, that is unreal. And it's, you know what? It's fucking really good to see that the community comes together. Even if it is even if it is like 6 people, it is still the community coming together, supporting, like, to help him through the raid. But then, like, Mr. Universe is a streamer, so like everyone in his community and his friends list coming in and going, hey, yeah, man, I'll give you a hand and we'll get you this achievement. Because it is an achievement, for goodness sake. Like, it's, yeah.
I think the other thing we've learned out of this is just don't do it with Australians.
Just don't
They'll
do it
shoulder
with
charge you.
Island Games.
Don't.
Because he'll be like, MLG, shoulder charge, fall off the edge himself. Take you with him.
Oh,
That's funny.
Should we get to the news where Age of Zach now owns Mylan Games channel?
what?
Hey, Mylan?
This is-
After Friday?
It looks like
Hey, did Zach win a bet or something?
What? I can't remember what the bet was for.
No, Mylan was being very loud, and I may have trolled him and said, just let Zach speak. And then he was like, listen, if you read a Grimoire card and everyone loves it, you can have my channel and all of my subs and all of my YouTube things. I'm going to start my new channel. It's going to be called MLG Games. Fuck's sake.
Did he do it?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
think he
I've
actually-
set my login details to Zach. He now has ownership of Mylan Games.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
So let's dive into this week at Bungie. So the PC beta is coming to us August 28th on Battle.net, ladies and gentlemen, on Battle.net. So you must link your Destiny account to Battle.net, not the other way around. We covered this a few weeks ago. We're not going to go back into it.
I'd like to think they've
it does-
resolved some of the issues around that by now.
Yeah, just to be sure, though.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, just to be sure.
Yep.
It's got everything that the console beta has, except it has a new map. It's a control map, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, called Javelin 4, which should be really good, really sort of fun to see. And the really big thing that has caught my eye and a lot of people's eyes this week is measures being taken by Bungie to prevent cheating, interrupt some functions of video capturing some communications applications. So if you've seen streamers who have Discord and they have the little Discord orbs of who's talking up on the left-hand side of the screen, and some streamers who use game capture instead of Windows capture, that will not work with the Destiny 2 beta, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, look, I'm going to try to represent all the new PC people, which include me. And can I quiz you on this?
What do you mean represent?
Absolutely, go for it.
You are.
I am. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I am that person who doesn't fully understand this. So I'm going to quiz you, and then you explain in layman terms what's going on here. So
I will try my best.
Let's say I've got one PC, right?
Yes.
A lot of people use OBS. I've got OBS.
Yes.
Right? I'm capturing the video game, my screen, through what? Not the display capture. Like, what's the source that you put in?
So what my understanding of it is that with OBS, instead of using game capture, you'll be using window capture. So you'll be capturing the screen so if I'm looking at the screen in front of me, it's got my background, it's got the DDU podcast run sheet, and it's got the Skype. And I'm sure that's probably very similar to what you guys have in front of you as well. So
because
it's not
you can do a Windows capture without an Elgato, right?
Yeah, no, you can.
Yes.
You absolutely
can.
Right, like, look, if you're watching this podcast right now, live, I am using the window capture feature to capture all of the little Skype boxes, Matt and Sloth, and, I mean, unfortunately not Sonny, but basically how that works is I specifically pick out that program, select that program from the list, and capture that into OBS. So if I put another screen over the top of it or anything like that, it doesn't interfere with it anyway. It's that window. And that's what I think, that you will not be able to do that with Destiny 2. It will not allow you to do that.
Yeah.
No. You can capture your screen. You can capture your display. So if you've got display here and a display here, you can capture the display, but just not the game itself. That's my take on it. Okay. Gathalion tweeted out a few hours ago now that if you're running an Intel system, so Intel card, an NVIDIA card and an Intel chipset, you can use a thing called Shadowplay. Now, I don't know what Shadowplay is because I use an AMD card, but Google is your friend, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a streamer and you would like to do the Destiny 2 stream thing, or you want to capture footage, Shadowplay, Google that, find it out, and go from there. Don't wait for anybody else to tell you.
It's built into the graphics card Shadowplay, and I've got an NVIDIA. When I start up games, you get a little pop-up saying start record or whatever. It seems very simplified. I don't know if you can put overlays and all that kind of stuff, but
yes, you can.
It seems like you can do it through there. So if I've got one PC and I've got an Elgato capture card though, and I go through the source through the Elgato, I add my computer through
You can't capture using an Elgato.
Why not?
None whatsoever. On PC, you cannot use a capture card.
But if it's in the link, if it's in the chain between, if I put my
that's what I'm doing.
If I put my capture card in the chain, like the HDMI chain coming out of my console into the capture card and then into the window, how can I not capture that window? Does that not work?
I'm telling you right now
Is it going to explode?
The anti-cheat mechanism. No, it's like, so on PlayStation, Matt, you know how sometimes there are gaming, like streaming capture embargoes, and you can't stream?
Because it goes through the Elgato, right? And Elgato picks up.
No, because it can be recorded and sent through your internet to whatever, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. That stops that. All right. Does that make sense? So you cannot use an Elgato. You cannot use an Elgato to capture the gameplay. It is basically your PC rendering the gameplay from the Windows capture to OBS to Twitch. Okay,
so they're treating it like HDCP for digital copyright.
Very similar, yes.
Okay, because that's what I'm... So I think I'm going to have to change some... So at the moment, this is what I've got it, right? I've got the HDMI cord from my gaming PC going to an Elgato, going to my monitor. The USB for the Elgato then goes into my streaming PC, which runs OBS and runs that as game capture. You're saying that won't work because I'm running my game through an Elgato and it'll pick up whatever they've done.
To the best of my knowledge, that will not work. That will not work. A lot of to the best of my knowledge, that will not work. However, there is a particular person in chat saying that I may be wrong, so maybe I've read it wrong as well. But this is how I've seen it. Okay,
It does seem like an incredibly easy fix for a complicated thing.
Yeah, because I have heard, yes, someone said in chat, they said that Elgato though is supported.
Maybe I'll have to go back and read it, and I'll put out a tweet. So I apologise if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen who watch this, listen to this, and the three of you in right here in front of me. I do apologise if I'm wrong, but this is how I've interpreted that Elgato can't be used.
You're normally not.
However,
I actually think there was an addition on that. I think there was an addition about Elgato. Anyway, that's why I wanted to do it. Okay, I guess we still need to read up a little bit more because, you know, for me, I was like, I need to talk to someone about this because me reading this, and unless I can just do it, like when it's out, unless I can just try it, like I didn't fully understand what the requirements were. Sonny, do you have information on this? Do you have any? Can you clarify anything?
Just what Sloth has said is all I've heard too.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, you cannot have a middleman in between your HDMI to your monitor.
Yeah.
Because it would just completely cut it off. I'm thinking.
So why did everyone say two PCs is only? Because that's the conversation I saw was you need two PCs.
That's what I wanted to know.
Where is that coming from?
That makes no sense.
Okay.
If you need two PCs though, how does it change anything? Because you'd still be putting a capture card in the circuit between a monitor and the computer, and you'd be in the same position.
So EG Soul Reaver in the chat has taken the link out of the TWAB, which I was trying to find. So thank you very much for that, dude. He says, EG Soul Reaver says, OBS and XSplit game capture mode of applications. The game capture mode of applications such as OBS and XSplit is not supported. The following methods are supported for capturing video of Destiny 2 to PC. To capture while playing in exclusive full screen, hardware capture through methods such as Elgato, Ava Media, or a dedicated streaming PC is supported. Okay. NVIDIA Shadowplay and AMD Relive are supported. To capture while playing in windowed mode, including borderless full screen, OBS and XSplit. So I was wrong. So that's my bad. Okay, I read that wrong. Sorry guys in chat. Sorry you three. Sorry guys who are listening and watching on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Sorry to all those people who just on Sloth saying so threw out their capture cards in a fit of rage.
Yeah, Sloth, I've actually already exploded my game capture card based on your advice. So can you please email me $200?
All right. I will put a link. I will put a link in the description of the podcast to the start of the class action lawsuit against Deranged Sloth.
No. We actually want to hear the answer now. Can you please explain it?
Yeah, please explain.
All right. From what I can tell here, it's hardware capture through Elgato. So I will have to sit down and look into that a bit more to get the right amount of information. But for you, Matt, if you just did a Windows capture through your Elgato, through your stream PC to your gaming PC, or sorry, from your gaming PC to your stream PC, it shouldn't have an issue. If I was to use it from my PC here and capture the screen in front of me, it wouldn't work because unless I went through Relive, if that makes sense, because I'm on a single PC system, so it relies on Elgato only to capture the screen. But there is a way around it, as I explained before, so you can just use the Windows capture and cut Elgato out. But I would have to look into it a bit more to get to. So I read that completely wrong, and I do apologise again, ladies and gentlemen. So please.
Broman also did put out a video on how to capture Destiny 2 on PC when that becomes a thing.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm
going to watch that and see if that helps.
So keep an eye out for the tweet for that, guys. We'll tweet it. I will tweet it. I'm not sure if Log and Mylan will, but I'll tweet it and make sure that video goes out so people don't get the wrong information.
Yeah.
All right.
Because the reason why I try to represent the noobs out there is sometimes I find people's explanation that are more technically minded in the PC world don't explain things like. It's almost ironic because like if you explain it the way you've explained it, not you, Sloth, I'm just talking in general terms. Like you hear like explanations of this, the people that have that lingo would have already worked that out. It's like you really need to dumb it down and give examples of like, this is what you can or can't do. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion around this topic at the moment, and adding this whole 2 PC, 1 PC, I don't understand. Anyway, we'll watch some more videos and we'll see what happens.
Or failing that, I'm just going to give it a red hot crack when the PC beta comes out. We'll work it out then. Hey, this is working. There's fire everywhere, but it's working.
I mean, the positive thing is overall these changes were made to stop cheating.
Yes, to stop cheating. And as much as hardy as Battle.net's anti-cheating system is, I like the fact that they've gone the extra step, I guess you could say. I'm not saying to say the extra mile, but the extra step to stop people from taking advantage of how easy it is to cheat on PC. So I do like that.
Is this more than Overwatch? Are these the same restrictions as Overwatch?
No.
These are more than Overwatch.
These are more than Overwatch, yeah. From what I can tell, these are more. Because
I was just going to say, why don't I just try stream Overwatch? Surely Overwatch has these same restrictions, but no. So this is even like more. Yeah,
they're gonna have to do more with Destiny 2 just because of the PvE and PvP side of things.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, at the same time, I sort of would like to see it aimbot on like PvE raids. I think that would be pretty funny.
The people who would use cheats, are the people who want to do the competitive PvP thing. I don't think I would ever see a PvE cheater on a game like Destiny.
I don't know, man. What if? I mean, we had issues with people charging for carries
through raids. With just fucking RoboCop aim.
Imagine if you had RoboCop aim.
Boom, 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 boom. Just wow. Everything headshots. Like.
Yeah, I know. With that, what's that? Cold Hard aimbot, man. It gets stronger and you get precision damage. Just everyone, 5 people have aimbots. 1 person.
Look at all the crazy mods. Borderlands 2 on PC perfect example of what people can do in a game.
Yeah, and why they need to keep very tight control. Yeah,
cool.
And it's Bungie and Activision. Let's be real here. They want to keep super tight control of their own game.
I think so. I think that's. I mean, for me as a layman who's have no interest in cheating and or anything like that, I think it's great, and I think it's great that they're taking it so seriously. It does kind of suck that it's been a bit ambiguously like rolled out, for want of a better term. Like they probably could have made a video on it and said this won't work, this will work, blah blah blah, because it's big bickies for people who do this professionally. I mean, streamers.
Yeah, because people are trying to decide whether they need to upgrade their PCs and upgrade and get X, Y, and Z. And like right now, like I was ready to buy a new PC, and I'm like, I don't know what I need. I don't know what I need, so I can't make a decision on my purchases at the moment. So I was going to have to wait and see.
Wise. All right. So what else did we have in this week at Bungie? Seriously.
So the Destiny 2 clans and companion application rollout. So Log and I have been talking about this at length with the other leaderships of the TA Alliance clans. So we're talking about TA, TB, TNA, and even TU or TE or whatever it was. So these. It's a dead clan, I know. But you know, like it's. So we're part of quite a large alliance, and we have made the decision to move to. So not we, but Log as the leader of TA and the other members and all that sort of thing have made a decision to move to Discord. So we'll be doing all of our chat through Discord and all that sort of thing. Now I'm not sure about the even bigger clans going out there, but Bungie have provided a few snippets of information. So group war messaging will continue to be available through the Destiny Companion app. Clans will also have a chat with several new features that will be revealed before the new system goes live. And other group features such as forums, administration, rosters, or general settings will only be available by accessing BungieNet through a web browser. So
to keep this concise, right?
Yes.
There's a hell of a lot of things that are unknown at the moment, and anyone who's in a position like Sloth or I, or like Banner Glory, like our guys, Terra Britannia has nearly 6,000 members, so it's a fucking huge group, and it's far too big to be able to be rolled into a clan. It will remain a group. But
Yep.
to facilitate chatting across clans that will be capped at 100 people in Destiny 2, we've opted to move it to Discord. And it's basically a safety net because we really don't know what the options are going to be once Destiny 2 comes out. Ideally, we would have liked to have probably remained with the Bungie system because, that's where everyone's first getting involved in it. That's the easiest place to catch people. Beyond that, I'm not going to sit here and give anyone advice in terms of if you run a big clan. That is what we've done to give ourselves the best opportunity of just not losing people who don't want to be lost. So at maximum for the Terror Alliance, which is the clan that Log and I are a part of. Log is a founder and I'm a moderator. It should have no more than 600 members in the clans part, as each clan is capped at 100. So PC is capped at 100, Xbox, PlayStation 4 is capped at 100. Sorry, it'll be no more than 300. So that's the reason why we've moved to Discord. Now, Matt, you've got a fair amount of people in the Worthy Wielders, don't you?
I'm not too sure what's happening there, so I'm not an admin or anything like that. I don't think I've really spoke about that clan before. That is my clan. It was actually the first clan I found playing Destiny when I very first started YouTube. So I'm not too sure about how many members in there. It's there's a cap at the moment, right, for clans?
It is 100.
It would be
100 for a clan.
There's at least a max.
The group is not capped per se.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. I'm not. I don't have a clan for Xbox, and I'm not in. Obviously, for PC, still open at the moment. So I'm not too sure where I'm going with clans and that kind of thing. I think I would like to make some through YouTube with the Xbox and the PC. I think my PC is probably going to be like a closed clan, people that that can help get through raids and the guys I want to talk to off stream. I think Xbox might be more of an open one, and I think I might have to convert my PlayStation one to that too. You know what? Managing a lot of people is hard.
Dude, it is.
And
Yes, it is.
It is really hard, and I struggle. I'm just swimming at the moment trying to manage YouTube, my Discord, my Facebook is just dead. I just gave up on Facebook. Plus on the Twitter, it's hard, and you need good people, you need good managers, you need good admins if you want to have a successful clan. And hopefully, if these features are anywhere close to what they're sort of saying them are, and they've got really good roster systems and admin features, I think a lot of people go over to the Bungie net, but I guess what you guys are saying is we got too many people at the moment. We need to put them all in one spot and make sure that we can keep an eye on everyone as we go through this transition.
Yeah, and that's the catch of it. That's the catch of it. And unfortunately, right as I sit here right now, I don't have a whole heap of faith in the Bungie system, because we're 3 years into it now, and there's still no feature for an admin or a founder to send out a message to everyone and say, hey, this is what we're doing. For me to get a message in everyone's inbox in the clan, I would have to send 500 individual messages.
Yeah,
it's
this is the real
that's
kicker.
A basic function, man.
Are they going to be able to grab people from places like Discord now? Discord's got so much momentum, and I freaking hate Discord, and it's still got a huge amount of momentum with people. And I don't know how new this is. Has Discord always had sponsors? Or they sponsor, I know Discord sponsors
streamers and stuff. I think
streamers and YouTubers now. Has that always been around, or
they call it a partner thing? It's been around for quite a while with Discord.
Yeah.
But you can see some big guys already. Some big guys in the community are saying, "Hey, man, I'm sponsored by Discord or part of Discord now. Join my Discord." So there are a fair few sort of barriers for people jumping back over to Bungie.net, especially. I'm sure Discord's thinking about it. We want to hook, line, and sinker as many big YouTubers and streamers as possible. Grab their communities, grab their clans, put them in Discord.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if clan management is what they're going for, but just for ease of use to communicate with the entire clan. So if we have, like I said, if we in TA have 300 people as clan tag max, we can go through. Okay, you are all on PC. You can reference that with the Bungie site. Do you have a clan tag? Yes. All right. Yes. And as soon as someone leaves the clan, we can do like a roster or something like that. As soon as someone leaves a clan, it makes it easier to reference, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's more organised. It's just
I
hope that Bungie really refine what they do. Honestly, for me, because it's just hard, and that group wall system's shit, because you've either got to have notifications on or off, and you just get spammed with shit everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. But anyway, let's move on. Just a quick shout out though. DDU Discord, you can jump in there and talk to me and Sloth. Matt won't be there because he fucking hates it, but
That's true.
Sonny, what are your thoughts on that, man, before we go too much further?
Oh man, I'm hoping that, like you said, they do some sort of moderation and something to kind of keep things more streamlined. Because right now, I have mods that help me in my clan. The PlayStation side of things is easy. The Xbox gets a little crazy. But I hardly ever use Bungie.net for anything in that sense. I click on there to say, yes, you can be a part of the clan. Yes, if you want this. And I'll see you in stream.
Yeah, that's...
What would be the wish list of features that they would really have to get right, or these sort of general topics? Is it just those ones they featured there with like admin, roster, forums, or is there something that's always been really lacking that you would just like... if they did this, it'd be a real incentive to come over.
A full clan roster with everybody's names and who's sporting your clan tag. With a simple little check mark or something that says, okay, this guy's a part of it, this guy's a part of it, she's a part of it, all of these guys are. But then there's, the 20 down here below that they might be in the clan, but they're rocking somebody else's clan tag right now.
Yeah.
And you can simply select them all and say, hey, do you still want to be in the clan? Yes or no? No? Okay. Well then, have a good day. Much love.
Gotcha.
Thanks for the support.
Exactly.
They say yes. They okay. That's fine. You don't even have to keep sporting the clan tag. You can sport whatever you want. You want to stay in, it's you.
Yep.
I think if you can be in the clan, but if you don't have the clan tag activated, it shouldn't take up one of the 100 spots.
I don't think it would.
That would be kind of tough to get around.
It doesn't now. It won't work that way. But for me, it's the administrative tools. They've got to amp that stuff up. They're not powerful enough to not be able to get in contact with everyone as an administrator to just simply let them know what the fuck's going on. It's shitty. But anyway, I think we've laboured on this enough. It's not the sort of thing that most people would be interested in. And if you're out there and you're listening and you want to talk to me about it more, or Sloth or whatever, just shoot me a line on Twitter or whatever. I'm glad to have a chat about it and share what I know, share what I figured out. So anyway, what else do we know?
Yes. Oh, not a great deal, honestly, guys. That's probably about it that we've covered from the TWAB this week. But guys, it has been a few weeks since we've done this, but the DDU content review. Now, guys, we do this every now and again. There is a piece of content that has cropped up over the last 12 hours that I think someone wants to talk about. So,
who?
Log.
No, I'm not.
Do you want to take it?
No, I've already had mine picked.
Fine. All right. So my pick for this week, my favourite Destiny bit of, my favourite bit of content is a video done by a friend of mine who very graciously throws me under the fucking bus, called Titan Arsehole by this man up here. Yeah. So I would highly recommend it. It is basically a parody, and a very well done parody, if I might say so, of basically everything that Titans do. The good.
It's really good.
So make sure you go and do that, guys. That's my pick for this week. Log, what's your pick for this week, mate?
Dude, it was actually late last week, but we didn't do this last week. But Man at Arms Peregrine Greaves video. Dude, he's like that guy. He's just such a genuine great bloke too. But seriously, it's like I don't want to offend him by saying this, but it's kind of like if a really excited Jack Black did reviews of exotic items in Destiny as though they were an upcoming movie. It's dumb as fuck, but it's amazing.
Wait, can you, for those who haven't seen it, can you explain it more?
So basically, all it is, it's a YouTube video of him trying to. It's like a movie trailer for just the Peregrine Greaves exotic. So it's just him basically selling it, but it goes off track so quickly. It's like, okay, it starts out, here's this positive, like, you're gonna kick shit in the face and whatever. It's great. You'll look like a stylish lady, but then from there on, it's like, okay, you sat your child on your knee to give him fatherly advice, and you fucking killed him because of your knees. I'm not doing it service. Go and check it out. I'll put it in the links. It's amazing.
Yeah, put it in there.
Yeah, it's excellent. So what about you, Per? Matt, Sonny? Is there anything you've seen this week that you thought was either A, really useful or funny as fuck?
Not lately.
You know the best way to do this, Sonny, is to look through your history on YouTube, and which is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm just looking through my YouTube history, and I saw a video I watched a couple of days ago. First We Feast, which is the Hot Ones series. They had Steve-O on. I don't know if are you guys familiar with that? Hot Ones?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Anyway.
So they basically they do an interview with either a YouTuber, and sometimes it's a celebrity. They've had like celebrities on too, and they've got chicken wings, and they're lined up in order of like the least hottest to hottest, and they basically do an interview and they eat a chicken wing basically after every couple of questions, and it gets up to like deathly hot. You want to die. So they did one with Steve-O from Jackass.
Yep.
Really, really entertaining. I highly recommend watching. The YouTube channel is First We Feast, and it's a Hot Ones series with Steve-O. Worth a watch. Really funny. Steve-O's an interesting dude, man, that he's not dead, and he's got a lot of cool stories to tell.
Yeah, man.
That guy has amazed me in these years of the kind of absolutely dumb shit that he's done, and not paralyzed or dead or missing a hand or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him and all of those Jackass dudes, they're lucky to be alive sometimes.
Well, I mean, not Ryan Dunn, but that's sad. So let's not.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I'll post it in chat.
All right, there you go.
So, I guess I would have to say there's always these Twitch fails compilations on YouTube. And there's never one specific one. They're all really, really good.
Hey,
And for me, the reason why I watch them is because I'm looking to see if I'm on there. That's first. And two, it reminds me what I shouldn't do.
I reckon I could make it onto a couple, like just with the annoying guitar things and technical.
I saw one with Dan's Games in it, and I was really surprised to see Dan's Games in a Twitch fails video.
What happened?
What happened in Dan's game?
Just some stupid stuff in chat, and he said something kind of deal. I can't remember exactly which one it is. I'm trying to look through my history to find it.
It's a good thing to go in and watch those videos, and you can kind of learn from them too, because there was a function where you could basically get a bot to read out like whenever there was donations and stuff, and people could leave a message, and it'd be this automated like Stephen Hawking voice reading out whatever their message was. And this guy was just fucking getting peppered with people going, like they'd donate 10 cents or whatever, and just their character L just
Yeah,
you can.
I took that function off real quick.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
This is my general rule after seeing some of those Twitch fails. I consider my webcam like a loaded pistol, and you just it's always armed. So like if I'm not streaming, this goes down.
Yeah.
Dude,
So like talking on camera.
I've got a little sheet. A little sort of my glasses cleaner goes on top of mine because I'm very much the same way. If I see those little lights on the camera and I'm acting stupider than I do usually, yeah, I'm probably going to end up on one of those Twitch fails compilations.
I got called out once because I hosted, and then because I hosted, I was like, I'm finished the stream, but I forgot to press stop streaming. So then the person that I was hosting, their stream crashed. So it bounced back to me, and I was streaming just like fucking picking my nose or something, and like I was just ready. I was actually writing law stuff. I was just and people in chat going click, 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 because they could just hear me typing away on the keyboard and like just clicking on stuff and doing work. And they're like, does he know he's streaming?
I quit streaming the other day, and I hosted somebody who did the same thing. I completely forgot to end the stream.
It's easy to
I
do.
woke up the next day to texts on my phone, messages in Discord, messages and whispers on Twitch. I was like, oh god, no.
Oh
So I
god.
didn't, like fart in the camera's microphone or something. That would
Yeah,
suck.
but the great thing is that you got like 1,000 new followers out of it, you know?
I didn't though, actually. That new Twitch thing started going for me one night, and it's never done it again.
Sloth. We
What
need
is-
to talk to
what-
Sloth. Sloth will hook you up.
what-
He knows how it works.
I don't know. That's the thing. But
It just kind of happens.
So-
it really just happens. Like, I'm just like, yeah, no, there's a few things here or there, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing I know, one of my regulars have just gone, hey, man, you've just crossed 1,500. I'm like, fucking what? I got 1,000 2 days ago. What is this?
So what? Like for those of us, I mean, I haven't. I admittedly, like, I planned on streaming last night, but I spent 4 hours up at the hospital with Isla. She had a fall and fucking split a chin open at Mum and Dad's. We were having a barbecue, like catching up for the first time in ages, and I'd had about 6 beers, and then Isla stacked it and split a chin open, and I was up in the ER for
Oh, no.
4 hours. But I mean, she's all right. She's a tough little kid, man. Seriously, they're like gluing a wound shut, and she's just like staring at the doctor.
Did you think about doing an IRL stream?
Yeah, from the waiting
From the hospital?
waiting ward. Just there's some kid. And
Hi,
like,
this is-
there was
this
another
is
kid there, and I
Locust
swear he
Lane,
had
my
like
daughter.
whooping cough. Just I'm like, get the fuck away! Like, shouldn't you have a mask on or something? I don't know.
God.
I'm sure they segregate people with infectious diseases, but it was pretty shitty. But she's got a big bandage on her chin now, and I keep calling her Abraham Lincoln.
You're an asshole.
Yeah, you know, she'll grow up
Alright.
with thick skin, man. So sorry.
So,
For what it's worth, just explain this Twitch magic, black magic that you've got working for you now, Sloth.
well, it's not working just for me, but like, I don't accredit me to it because
No,
people
I'm
might get the
just
wrong
being
idea.
smart. I'm being
But
smart.
it's when you first sign up for Twitch on the Twitch app. So whether that's on PC, iPhone, iOS or Android or Windows, if you're fucking one of those weirdos that uses Windows phones.
One of the 4
you can-
people out there.
But and what happens is that you get a questionnaire.
Yep.
You get a questionnaire, or what do you like, all that sort of thing, and it's sort of like a general sort of preferences type of thing. So I like Borderlands. Okay, cool. Aces.
I see. Okay.
Here's a list of streamers. Here's a
Out
list
of
of
the-
streamers who are doing well or who are in that directory right now, and you can go, all right, yeah, follow him, unfollow him, follow her, blah 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 blah,
Okay.
and that's what's happened. So like a lot of people, I was watching no names. I was watching a streamer the other day. He got 575 follows in, I think it was like the 3 or 4 hours he was actually streaming.
Fuck.
So, yeah.
Guys, we're tuning into Marlon Games tonight. We'll be streaming Borderlands 2.
Borderlands lore.
But the thing is out of those 500 people that selected his channel, he's had
How many-
maybe 1% of them to half a percent of them come in and actually say hi and say something in
Actually
chat.
watch.
Yeah, exactly right. So yes, you can cross all of the, like, you can cross the milestones and all that sort of thing, and you can get all of the followers. But if you can only get 5% of those people through, yeah, growth is growth, but that's
Did you viewership,
like,
Sloth? Did
I
you?
kinda
no, it's a
feel
rude
like that
question. Did
Twitch
your
app-
viewership bump?
Hang on, Sonny, what were you going to say, mate?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was saying that I kind of feel like that Twitch app, it's no different to me than the follow bots that everybody had in the past with Destiny.
Yeah. And if I didn't know that was that Twitch app, well, I would have been freaking out, and I would have reported myself to Twitch, because that's scary stuff right there. That's like channel bringing down type situation. But
Exactly.
like, it is what it is. But in response to your question, Log, I mean, it's all not particularly.
Yeah, right.
Not particularly. Like, I was after streaming 10 hours of Doom or something like that straight, I think there was probably maybe 20 people in the channel.
Yeah, but that's,
And
like,
maybe
that's
maybe
what
maybe
you do. Like that's your, you know. So it wasn't like you didn't get fucking 50 extra viewers. It was follows, not views. Is more what we're saying.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Like it's like
I think
we've
crossed over into general chit chat now, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We've jumped the fucking.
This is like a Sunday afternoon chit chat now.
Oh, I'm having a beer and I'm on for a chat. Logs, let's chew some fat.
Let's chew some fat.
But you know, like it's numbers don't mean anything. It's the people in the chat, your community, the people who come in time after time after time again, and people who say hi and you introduce them to your channel, and you know, you have a back and forth with them. That's what it's about. It's not about money. It's not about, you know, how many people you've got in your channel. It's the quality of people you've got in your channel.
You got to look at it in the sense that, you know, if you get 500 new followers and 5 of them are people who hang around, and you've paid nothing for it. You've done no extra work. That's a win. You know what I mean? Like. You've not.
It is.
You know, that's a win. You know, it is an engagement tool at the end of the day, and there's so many out there. Like, I mean, you look at Facebook and all that shit to get exposure on that, and you can buy exposure. It's you know good. I mean, who cares, man? 500 names that know who you are now. Good.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have, I believe, reached the end of the podcast.
I think we reached the end of the podcast about an hour ago.
Yeah, we did. We really did, but you know, it happens. But Sonny, where can we find you during the week? My friend, where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/SpartanSonny.
Have you got any plans for the week, man? Are you going to be doing anything in particular?
Probably Borderlands, helping my sister, and maybe some Destiny raids. I'm really missing raiding every day.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, more power to you, man.
Did it become
I've got
part
both
of your
systems 1400 clears, and for some reason I miss it. Weird.
See, guys, he's a raid Sherpa, so and a really lovely dude. Not only is he a raid Sherpa, he's a really lovely dude, and hangs out and is very friendly and is a fucking awesome bloke. So make sure you go and follow him, guys. If you do have a bit of extra cash lying around, please sub to him as well. He definitely deserves it. Mylan, what are your plans for this week, my friend?
After this, I'm going to go start and finish a lore video and hopefully do a Paragon stream later tonight. And tomorrow morning, well, depends what country you live in, just flip it around. Then I'll be to the usual Destiny streams Sunday night, Wednesday night, Friday night. And probably reading that article about PC and yabbering to you about what I need to do to stream Destiny 2 on PC.
Mm-hmm. So one thing that you guys may not know if you don't follow his Twitter or anything like that is Mylan applied for partnership through Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
I did do that.
That was a thing. So, guys, please go and give him all of the hearts in his chat or on Twitter or all that sort of thing. Next time you see him, tell him hey, tell him good luck and all that sort of thing. Log, what are you up to this week, my friend?
Oh, you know me, just piss farting around. I'll find something to do.
I love that saying.
You know,
I love that saying.
You know, I've had a few people ask me if I'm going to do the bloody push for movie of the week, and if I can get that fucking stupid song bloody in the community creation somehow, I think it probably might not meet the guidelines for what it takes. And I mean, it's definitely not a fucking no scope montage, so they probably won't look at it. But hey, I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to give it a red hot crack. I'm going to talk to Duba. I'm going to look him up and be like, man, how you do this shit? He's done like 3 times.
Duba knows how to do them. I've been trying to get tips off him as well. Like, dude, how do I do that? How do I get movie of the week?
Man, that Despacito remake cracked me up, dude.
Oh, Destiny. Look, it's Duba, mate.
Destiny 2.
I'm putting that down as Sonny. I'm putting that down as Sonny's fucking video of the week.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Dude, it was a tweet.
Go to his YouTube channel and look it up, Matt. It's highly worth watching. All of his Destiny 2 songs and all that sort of thing have been
amazing.
Aces.
Yeah, he's a fucking gem. We should get him back on.
We should. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. He's been Log Power Slave. He's been Mylan Games, and this gentleman right here has been SpartanSonny. And we had a lot of fun this week. Sonny, thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Really
guys
good
for having
chat.
me.
Anytime, man. You can come back.
The
Really, next time we'll get the
fine
camera
thing.
working and we can be fucking 4 dudes sitting here instead of like 3 dudes in a really intimidating Spartan helmet.
It is kind of intimidating.
That dude is scary. I mean, woof. Calm down, dude. All right, well, you know what? We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid into someone as we usually do. We're gonna pay a visit to a Mexican ninja by the name of Mexican
good
Ninja.
one. I haven't seen him in
He's on.
ages. Let's
I
do
haven't
it.
seen him for ages, so get in there and just say good day a lot. That's our whole raid mantra. So we'll see you next week at a time that's yet to be determined because we seem to be doing really bad with that of late. But we'll get there. All right, peace.
All right, thanks, guys. Peace out.
There you
Bye.
guys.
I'll get my camera working, I swear.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right, man. You're right.